Happy New Year.
What it do? What it do? Happy New Year.
What it do?
Happy 2021. We made it. We survived.
Hell of a year.
We survived 2020.
Clapping my hands in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's the first one of the year.
Doing the Birdman.
Yeah, God. How you brothers doing, man?
I'm just happy to be alive.
Yes, sir.
We 5 days in, God.
5 days in. Nothing too crazy happening so far.
Just alien talks. Just mad indirect, like mad silent. You start seeing that everywhere. Oh, this person said this about aliens. This is when they start like.
That was like ending 2020 though. That was like the final chapter, final boss level. Let's throw this little sidebar so that you can think about this for the whole next year until the alien embassy comes through and see if we're worthy.
Yeah. Starts taking people back to Mars.
Shout out Elon. So what's up? This is first episode into the new year. Holidays kind of had us all tied up. You know, we last time we shot episode was before around like Thanksgiving-ish. December kind of.
It was the first week of December. Yeah, because it was right before your birthday. But we actually shot one after that. That was we shot one after your birthday. So we did get two in December. But yeah, man, holidays definitely. It's like the labels, everything. Not even wanting to, it just slows you up. You got to do this, got to do that. Even during this pandemic, I still had a lot of things to take care of. I'm sure you all did too as well. But I mean,
they're calling it a bandemic.
Yeah,
everyone getting them bands.
Yeah, speaking of bands, man, like this, I wanted to actually have you provide some insight for both generations, the younger and the older generations, on some of the tips that you even shoot out to us. Instead of going out there and copping some kicks or doing whatever you're gonna do with that money.
It's like it's so crazy because it ends up sounding cliche, but it's literally it ends up just being that simple. Of instead of buying the new Apple phone or the new Apple MacBook, buy Apple stock.
You got the new Apple phone.
Oh, that was a little gift, little gift. This is different. Gift giving is different, but instead of buying a brand new Tesla suited up, buy Tesla stock. And I think it's just having the way I look at it is like everything I try to buy or like invest in, I want it to get full maximum value for it. And I think people look into even with clothes, right? There's a whole market. You can be buying kicks, wearing, rock, get a couple fits in if that's your kind of scene, and get your photos up there and get your collection together, and then you eventually sell them off and trade them up into better kicks. Keeping up with the Joneses kind of, and that's okay too. To see each its own, but truly make the most value out of whatever your purchases end up being. But if you're just out here splurging buying this, and it's not really doing anything for you.
It isn't. And I think now, being that everyone's kind of home and locked up more, fashion, not that it's gonna fall off, because I don't think fashion will ever fall off. They have too many people behind it and pushing it, but it definitely isn't in the forefront of on people's minds. I
don't know, man. I think my fashion has turned to complete cozy fleece. Shout out you, everything.
I'm in sweatpants 85% of the time.
All right, so let me.
I'm dressed like a soccer mom 25% of the time.
It's called let me correct that. Athleisure wear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it went from sporty, going out wear and luxury wear and going to this event and that event. Now it went more to what you just mentioned, more cozy, more home fitting, and that made a drastic change. So that even got I went on Amazon. I'm still running, so. It's cold out there, but you don't want to throw on, bundle up and throw on mad stuff. And when
you're running around with a Snuggie right now?
Yeah, so no, bro. I fucking went on Amazon. I found some generic shit. Yeah, I went on Nike, and it would have been $150 for these outfits, right? I bought all of them and more for $38, bro, just because it's generic, got no brand, and it's still the same running gear, the dry fit.
I think that's what I learned too a lot about recently. It's especially when let's just say, it's not even if you're going through a hard time and trying to penny pinch. I think it's just putting money to what you truly value. So like when you go to the
smart
stores,
decisions,
right?
Bro. Smart decisions.
I don't know if you know, but Target's, I know it's like, you're getting old when like something like this excites you, right? So Target's milk is $1.89. Target brand, nice brand, is $1.89 for a gallon. Now, any other brand is usually like $3 and up.
Yeah, fact.
What nice brand is literally just Target's brand. So like you see how you said, you go to Nike, you go to these luxury, you go to these other brands that are pretty much, you're paying the top premium for a logo versus the quality and stuff. And that starts to show you like, what are you truly valuing? Like, or what are you buying into?
You're just buying the
into the hype.
Because even Polo, Ralph Lauren is made by the same manufacturer, which is this people that do American Eagle. The same way how the Gap, the people who do the Gap clothing, that fact, they also do Banana Republic and also Old Navy.
J. Crew.
And I'm sure that'll be in the bunch. But yeah, man, we're just paying for those fucking labels, man. That's pretty much all it is. But now
branding
it's like,
and marketing.
Yeah, now I think people are wearing brands that stand for something and things that they live by.
Now we're supporting like local businesses. I think that's definitely something that
which is great. Just great,
through.
Bro. And I think in 2021, that's why we're going to see a lot of the uprising. Because yes, look, we could sit down all day and discuss how much bad shit is going on, bro, and how much people and how many deficiencies there are. But we can also look at the upside and see, okay, us talking about that is not going to make it any better. Let's try to just create some, even if we're throwing a bunch of things on the wall, bro, something's going to stick, something got to stick. So I see a lot of people just getting very creative now and starting new lanes, and people are going to tend to change. Look, it's the hardest thing is to get people to change. This was a forceful change. So that they're not.
A popular saying was like 2020 we learned, and now 2021 we like act upon everything we learned.
What we learned. Facts. So now you open the door to change in general. You're subject to try something new right now. First, because you were forced to, but now if something is intriguing and catches your attention, you're like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it, I'll try this. So this is the best time for creatives to just rush out there. Now it's all the approach, the delivery. And I think one of the major keys for this year is, yes, everything is digital. So that's saturated already. We got to bring it back to the word of mouth, to the physical, to grassroots, where you're out there like the fucking back in the days of Def Jam sticker street team will go out there slapping posters and stickers and getting up in personal and meeting the people direct. I think we need to bring it back to that essence.
I think I agree with what you're saying. I think it's still too soon for it though, because right now we still have like
guidelines,
the sense of not even just guidelines, but I think people like that era still exists. So it needs to be something groundbreaking where everything goes like actual complete, like through the internet base or digital, as you said. Then it comes to a point where it's like, all right, where is the true connection? I feel like once people get tired of seeing that this is like kind of a fugazi, it's a facade, it's not real to an extent.
You know what's funny? That things are changing. Like there's a new app, a new Instagram app. I forgot the name of it, but it's only right now for Apple users. I think it's the Club, and it's kind of like it's the new thing. There's no, because
Apple
of all the
always
new,
with their exclusive,
right? Isn't that crazy? So
elitist kind of apps.
Yeah, bro. And there's no like all the contract. Well, what's that called? The terms and conditions.
Yeah,
they aren't crazy. There aren't any terms and conditions right now. So that's why a lot of people hopping and a lot of people getting off IG because of the new fucking terms and conditions. It's just crazy, bro. Have you read like some of the stuff? I had posted something.
You got to read like 1,400 pages of how they're selling your information to China and.
Even something as simple as this, right? So Tony Touch, shout out to Tony Touch. He's on Sirius XM, Shade 45. Shout out to Shady. But he was playing our song, so we just fucking videotaped it on the phone, and I'm on the station, and I'm just playing what the station is. And when I posted that on Instagram, just you could only hear the audio. The visual went blank after like 2 seconds, and it was just black. So I was like, okay, man, something went wrong.
Copyright or something.
I reposted it, and same shit. Shout out to my brother. He tried it too, and the same shit, bro. It just went black. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Like, that's more on That's audio too. That's audio waves. If they're not monitoring waves like that, like.
I mean, and even if someone makes a joke like a COVID joke or a COVID meme or something, like automatically flag. Like everything's being ridiculed and scrutinized and like under the radar right now.
Bro, we talk so much shit about other countries when now we have become those other countries, bro. Our censorship here is worse than China's right now, bro. Because in China, they're fucking out there in the street. They're doing shit that Americans haven't done yet.
Not just censorship, but invasion of privacy too.
Yeah, but censorship.
They're collecting our data and they're making billions off our data. You know what I'm saying? And because of these terms of agreements that we just click a button.
Blindly click, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you want to update your iOS on your phone?
So this is the era of us creating, bro. What? Farrakhan was saying it, bro. He was like, word, this is what you're doing in your schools? Okay, we're going to build our own schools. Like back in the day, I remember.
It's like, I think the age of philosophers has came back. Socrates kind of, it's no longer, I think it's like, that's why music has taken it to a whole new toll. That's why like everyone be bugging out when Kanye's like, I'm Walt Disney. I'm Socrates. I'm the new Picasso. And it's like artists, modern day content creators are in a sense that, if you're not
real quick sidebar, just put a little parentheses. I heard fucking our boy Kanye. He's gonna come back now with some stress-free single crazy album because I just heard they're about to get divorced. That was a total sidebar.
I mean,
brought up Kanye. Which I think we're gonna get Kanye back, bro. That's when you're with the wrong chick and you try to make that shit fit, it'll change your whole character.
Your whole life. I mean, but the
life you'll be
the roots are embedded. They got kids. It's a whole lifestyle
it's fine. Sometimes they just learn how to adapt that, and for whatever reason in their fate, they were meant to procreate.
I don't. It's just funny. It's so funny because whatever their relationship dynamic is, it is what it is. But like majority of the time, you could see it in Kanye's face, like how sick and tired he is. Like the interview where she's like, hold on, she was like, I've never even been in our pool, and he's like, can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi? And then he like mocks her. He was looking at her. He's like, can you believe it? We ain't got a jacuzzi. And it's like, like you can see his energy. Like he's like, yo, I'm sick and tired of this freaking. This relationship with this woman, like, bro, it's not there anymore.
Can you imagine, right? So and of course this is us just speculating and just fucking poking fun at this. I love Kanye and I have no ill will toward any of them, but
he's gonna put out another classic now, bro.
I know. Wait. I'm sorry, I do want to say when Kim Kardashian told him, oh yeah, I'm going to go fly out and meet Meek Mill at this hotel and we're just going to go over prison reform, for like a few hours. What? I don't give a. Yes, I'm going to send my bodyguard with you. He'll be there with like, when you start having those conversations where there's no trust, bro, that shit is nice. That's it. I'm doing shit, bro. But I'm sorry. Back to what you were saying before, too, because I know you was dropping some gems, but that shit just was fresh in the mind. I just read that about Kanye and Kim.
I mean,
he's about to drop another classic, bro. So I feel like when an artist goes through that like rough, rigorous life change, they put out
808s and Heartbreaks times 2. 808s and Heartbreaks the second.
They put out a classic album, bro.
Yeah, now he got kids, so it's like that's different layers of.
Because it's like, I mean, who don't? Because he claims to still. It's so funny. He claims to still be about this gospel life, but he co-produced. I highly doubt you guys heard him. Playboy Cardi. Of him, I'm sure, but I highly doubt you heard his last album. This album, Whole Lotta Red, has been anticipated for like 2 years from like his fan base. Wow. And he did snippets, and some of it leaked, and then he redid it. But Kanye co-produced the whole album. And the sound behind Playboy's Cardi album is like, I would say is like, what he tried to do with Yeezus as far as like the crazy distorted noises and like,
like
rock star.
Okay.
I feel like
I'm gonna listen to that as soon as we hang.
It's definitely, I don't have any expectations for it. Don't think it's like what Playboy Cardi, deems himself to be is like a rock star. So it's more like headbanger kind of, not barred. Yeah, he's literally probably 5 words repeated throughout the whole song for anything. But I'm saying on a production level, it's kind of like vampire, gory. Like the merch that came out for it is like upside down crosses. So I'm like, where's the confliction with Kanye and like producing something like this, having this whole, which I feel like he wants to, but he kind of already fell into that lane of holiness and gospel, and not to say that you can't you can't balance both lives of it, but you've already claimed to like be about X life and you're not going to go back into the rapping scene. How does that change your music going forward, especially like you said, whenever there's a bad breakup or there's a big event in an artist's life, you usually get the best music out of that.
Yeah, sometimes it's those triggers, bro, and I think we should as a people learn how to find good triggers. It shouldn't always be something that is, not negative. I guess negative is the best way you can just say anything, whatever level in your life, kids, life, career.
Like drastic changes.
Yeah. Facts, man.
But yeah, about modern day philosophers, because like you were saying, it's a digital age, and like everyone's doing a podcast, everyone's streaming, everyone is, picking up something that 2020 kind of gave them the time to pick up because of whatever circumstances they were put under, and now it's like, yeah, there's an abundance of this, but what truly separates you? What's your niche? What's your personality? What do you have in your corner to separate you from the rest? And amongst that, it's like, I think what 2020 also brought to the table was the difference between like your blue collar job and other opportunities to make money. So like, again, it is not your necessarily cookie cutter way of doing things anymore. It's kind of like everyone's a freelancer. What do you do? Oh, a little bit of this. I'll do a little bit of that. I dabble in there.
And a good thing that also is bringing about is creating new streams of revenue. And once you aren't dependent on one stream of income, it'll help you venture off into exploring different ones, because sometimes you're so binded by that one stream that you feel there's nothing else. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
It's like what Warren Buffett said. Warren Buffett said, those who solely rely on a 9-to-5 is one paycheck away from poverty.
Bars. Yeah. And I believe that to the next degree. That's why
this conversation sounds like deja vu. Like we've had it, we've had it already.
I think it's because it's very, it's now. It's what's going on right now. Literally, bro. Everyone that you bump into there's something brewing. You know what I mean? There's definitely something that right now is coming about, and you got two ways to look at it, good or bad. And I choose to look at it as gonna be greatness that's fucking blooming and shit. But
what you want to talk about, Dean? What you been up to?
No, wait. But I'm just sorry. Playboy Cardi, you had brought up Kanye, which made me think about fucking Cudi. Cudi just dropped a new album too, bro.
Cudi's
album. That shit is fire, bro, right?
I think he managed to like keep the true Cudi essence, because Cudi's always just been about like talking about his trauma, healing trauma, trying to let everyone know that we're all in this together, all in the same boat, don't ever feel isolated. Everyone like Pete Davidson and a lot of other famous people claim, and I'm sure a bunch of his fans claim to say that, oh, Cudi saved my life. That's like a slogan. If Cudi was to run for president, I'm pretty sure that would be like all of his fans' slogan for him. But this time around, I think I was content with the album. I don't think it was bad in the slightest. I think he could have probably tested the waters a little more, but he is doing projects with, like, he did a song with Playboy Cardi. He has a song with Travis Scott, the Scotts. I don't know if that's like a Watch the Throne kind of thing where they're going to come out with their own joint product album.
That Skepta one was cool. That solo, whatever solo one,
number 3. That's like one of his high hitters. Tequila Shots is good. I mean, again, the whole project was.
Elsa's Baby is fucking fire too. But I think he had modern sound in it too.
Yeah,
like I think a lot of Cudi older stuff wasn't really like his sound. It didn't really sound dated. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like you could bump his old shit now. You know what I mean? But this one, he did have a little bit more
his sound is strictly him. Like, you know, a lot of artists, even like Kanye, even Trav, even modern day artists, like look up to
he has a signature sound. Mm-hmm. He has a signature sound, but I feel on this album he got a few songs in there that are trendy. That are like now.
Yeah.
So that's something that I really never. But on his albums, I've never heard that.
Yeah,
even that shit he did with Kanye.
Once he was like, smoking the Fonto Supreme. You know what? I was like, all right, it's a little sellout-ish, but like, it's all good. It's all good. Lord I Know, I think is probably my favorite track. That's the last track, I think, on a production. I mean, I think as we go in through the stages of music, you just become more of a fan of production level of the full song.
What's the name of this? What's the name of this album?
Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen. So
I know themes. I know what themes been listening to.
He's been listening to B-side Eminem. He's been listening to
fucking sending me songs every single day. Yeah, bro, that fucking Book of Rhymes. That's one of my favorites on that shit. That shit is.
I mean, like, bro, he's already like late 40s, and he's still got the hunger of like somebody that's just new to the game, bro. And I mean, to be at his level of success, right? You could just chill and lay back but he's got that drive still, man. And it's like he's got something to prove still, you know especially because he even says it like I see the comments, like he's got to ignore the comments and shit, people online, like he needs to prove it to himself. But I mean, just I can't even explain his style, bro. It's just his fucking delivery and his way that he forms words and.
It's crazy. I've hardly ever heard Eminem like recycle a bar. Like someone like Lil Wayne, who's also a really good rapper, good freestyler, who has like a billion songs. I'm sure like Eminem and him have like very same caliber as far as like, you know, amounts of songs. And, you know, obviously Eminem takes it in the wordplay and department. And impact. But like, I've never really heard M recycle a bar. Out of all his songs, it's always like, it's kind of like Eminem, I feel like the South Park rap. You know, South Park continues to just stay relevant based off of whatever's going on. M kind of takes that same angle.
And like, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, that's all good.
The Book of Rhymes, for example, like he switched up that flow like a million times, and the beat. Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
It's different. And you know what's funny? Level. Okay,
he's a black belt. He's a black belt at rapping.
Fuck that.
That's
He's like a diamond belt, bro. It's like this dude is like he can easily give you 16 bars, 24 bars, a hook.
What 17 bars, and then, real quick.
And then that's it. No, he fucking gives you like
bro, the
84 bars, bro.
They call me a ghostwriter, and he's describing
his rhyme scheme is crazy,
bro.
Yeah, but he's like got gives like you so many additional entendres. Bars. So he's doing it for the sheer love of it, bro. Mm-hmm. For the love, he
doesn't have to do it.
He doesn't.
He's already
and this age shouldn't look. The reason why we're so like over analyzing and we always talk about age with hip hop because it's really the only genre aside from like pop or kid music, but it's really the only genre where we focus a lot on the
lyrical content
on age, right? Rock, there's still rock and roll artists that touring right now and that could drop an album tomorrow and
only a few rappers could do that, though. Only a few rappers.
But because this is still new. Remember, hip-hop is still early, bro. It's still probably into his 40th year, 30th year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like some of these artists that are still relevant now, who came out in the beginning of it, are looked at as old school or whatever, and not as relevant. But it's only because it's so new to us that we don't really know how to really take in, or how to classify the ages and stuff.
That was brought to my attention.
Just let it be.
That like the reason why quote older heads will feel a certain way about current music or hip hop specifically is because like back then it wasn't cool. You know, you guys were like in actually listening to hip hop at the raw gutter stages when it's coming up, and it wasn't the thing. Not like back then it was rock or pop or R&B. Yeah. That was the main face of the community of this, now everyone wants to do hip hop. Now everyone wants to incorporate that style. And it's not what it was that what, the old heads fought for, what the old heads stayed true to. But just like when you hear rock before it popped, you know, it's a completely different sound than, you know, it goes mainstream, it goes through different phases. And I think what just happens is just the level of acceptance and understanding, like, yo, it's not this, but it's not bad. You know, I'll just have a conversation with my friends about like listening to people's album and expecting one thing, and like, you know, this don't have bars. Well, it's not supposed to have bars. You got Metro Boomin featured on to this album, and you're just gonna hear like, it's like freaking Quincy Jones. Metro Boomin is the modern day Quincy Jones of this, and it's like you're hearing like this whole theatrical performance, and someone just talking on it, and someone could be dancing on it. As far as like the flow, they can be really, you know, they can really bring out the nuances of the beats, and you know, they could be a good rapper about it, or you know, people are just trying to listen to it for the vibe, which we mentioned from time to time that like it's just a different.
It's funny, right? Because me myself still doing music and loving it, and I do it because I love it.
You got to make it about yourself now.
No, but of course I'm gonna
kidding. I'm playing.
You know, no. But the point is, I try to combine a little bit of what's relevant now as far as acceptance, because not that I'm selling out or I'm cutting or watering it down. I just want to make sure my communication is being heard. So I need to know how they prefer or what really entices and gets them, you know, interested in music. Okay, well, what? So, okay, this is how I need to come at you to get your attention. I take some of that and, you know, I throw it in the pot and I put content and just where I'm at in life right now. You know, I'm really trying to make things way more positive in every part of my life. So I throw a dabble, a little bit of that, and throw a little bit of East New York in there and shit. A lot of just really my life, bro. Fatherhood and, you know what I'm saying? Flipping these bricks and shit. You know what I mean?
Bricks. And you know one thing about going back to the M project.
Flipping these capsules.
You know how Buster put out the double LP, the double album. He said, "All right, cool, hold my beer," and just fucking release. And that's taking it to the new school, like technology wise. Back in the day, you put out a CD, that's it. You know, you manufacture it, it's already packaged out. But now, because everybody's downloading shit, he just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just release a whole side B to my shit." You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? That we're at that age where, what's his name? Jay Electronica. He dropped an album, right? And then his
Jay-Z's album or his album?
Yeah, no. So he dropped an album with Jay-Z, right? But then his first album that was supposed to come out that never came out, all of a sudden was leaked. I think we spoke about it. Remember, I had brought it up in one of the shows that it dropped. It was called Patents of Nobility. I forgot whatever the fuck it was called, but it was fire. But all of a sudden, he released it, all streaming platforms, and then he brought it back. He took it out. So I was like, wow. I went to look for it, and then I read an article about it that he decided to like not release it again. He just took it back. I'm like, that guy, like, you know, there's no hard copies. You couldn't really go and imagine that, buying it, and there's no way to pull that back. But to literally erase something from your catalog because it's not going to be on his catalog, you can do that, you know? I wonder why he did that. That shit was fire, but...
Yeah.
Just legal issues, who knows? But shout out to whoever got it downloaded. Send that zip file in the email us the zip file.
Send it on Dropbox. So yeah, man, that's
fucking 2021. What do you guys got? Like, you know, these fucking resolutions and shit. Anything
honestly,
you guys...
it's another year just turned to another day. Same mission statement from before. It's cool that you realign yourself in the beginning of every year, and you're like, all right, let's get this done. That's fine. But like,
it's easy to get back to old habits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think
you know
those DeVry college commercial. I think it's DeVry. It's like, you say you're gonna do it tomorrow, the next day. Just do it now. You know, I think that's the mentality you just need to have. You shouldn't wait for 2021.
You don't need to wait for a new year to change up
exactly.
Your shit. The way I see it is take it day by day, man. You know, shit can change from one day to the next.
Conquer the change, but the date on the calendar and every day.
Conquer the day.
Word up.
And just conquer every day after that, bro.
But one of my goals this year is definitely to lose like good 15 pounds, 20 pounds.
I feel like that's the department I always slack in the most. Everything else I tend to, get to at some point. But as far as like physical health, like I get into like
you got youth on your side, so
I don't know, man. It's coming. It's coming hard.
You can burn the calories a lot quicker than I can. You know what I mean?
I think it's really just habits. If you get into a habit of moving around, it don't matter who you are, women, men, gender, you'll just start losing. And it's a mindset too, bro. Because right now, bro, we've been the most immobilized, I think, ever in history. There's gonna be studies about this and how this impacted people.
It's funny when you say about like physical health. Deem, you told us to watch what is it called? The Schultz. What is it called?
Andrew Schultz Saves America.
Saves America. He brings up one of the topics of how we consider how the new movement is like fat is healthy, and it's like we understand body appreciation and understanding that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, but it's like bro, fat ain't always healthy.
To be one thing is to be comfortable in your body. Another thing
perfectly
is
fine.
Comfortable being unhealthy and eating like shit all the time.
You ever seen WALL-E? At the end where all the people are fat and freaking levitating wheelchairs. That's
aren't we on the verge of that? Everybody's
pretty much
doing everything's at your fingertips.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, we're one fucking new app away from falling into that, man. We gotta find the balance, man. We gotta be careful. We gotta merge the new school with the old school and keep it, you know what I mean?
We gotta get on the same playing field.
The old traditional way of doing shit,
This is that bridge, bro. We're that bridge.
I keep telling Art to start promoting physical fitness and like inspirational stuff on your page. There you go. I just got your whole brand for you, God. Cut me a check.
Yo, that's why you did that.
Those are all the poses right there behind them.
Yeah. Yo, we'll get your brother-in-law to do a logo for you, and it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a visit. I just did my photo shoot. Yeah, I saw my photo shoot.
He just said, it's a wrap.
I see nipples everywhere, bro.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It was cold out there. He's like, we're indoors, right? We're indoors. I love Rich, bro. He's like such a great photographer.
Was that for a calendar? You got a calendar coming?
No, it's for the OnlyFans. We'll put it on the link. The link in the bio.
OnlyFans? Yo, we gotta eat, bro. We gotta eat.
Yeah. That's hilarious, bro. Yeah, it's definitely for the OnlyFans. But that's shout out to Future Legend. He works with them. He does a lot of photo shoots, and he needed some models. He's like, yo, come through and shit. So we're in the gym, and then there's like a whole setup. Yeah. Wow, that shit just went left hard.
Told him to get in the pool. What's that Kanye line?
Logan got jokes. You're lucky he's not there in front of you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Had to hop on the mat.
Yo.
Deems, you got the workout. Deems supposed to be showing the triple neck choke, all the freaking guillotine. You're supposed to show us.
Yeah, the flying armbar, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I miss training so much, man. It's like, you know what I mean? If it was in Florida, all the gyms are open. Out here in New York, they just hating on everybody. Florida, Texas, everybody's training like it's nothing, like it's 1999. Just got to be patient, man.
No. I'm about to well, you know what? The cold hasn't really stopped me running out there, bro. I'm still fuck it.
I tried to convince my girl we could get this punching bag for the crib. I said, yo, let's keep it in the hallway. She was like, she just started laughing at me. She wasn't trying to have that shit.
Yo, you know what's funny that you mentioned that, right? So for one of Xavier's gifts, he got one of those it's a punching bag, but it's inflatable, so it's not as big or as heavy. And he's using it so much, which is what the kids need, bro. They need to exhaust a lot of
that aggression out. Yeah.
think about this, bro. These kids are locked in the crib. They're not moving out. When we were kids, we literally
lived on
played outside all day
until we exhausted ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a key ingredient to like a healthy growth for these kids, bro.
Yeah, no, it's in our human. It's in our human DNA. We gotta fucking get outside.
Movement is medicine. So
playing manhunt like 2 a.m.
He's like, yeah, facts. He's playing with that shit all day, bro. Kicking that. Now with the dog.
He gonna beat your ass one day.
I'm an official dog owner now.
Noah. Yeah, congrats. Shout out Zeus.
Yo, shout out to little Zeus.
That's how I feel about Noah. Noah's already on my shoulders, wearing freaking. He's a size 34-30 already.
Bro, he fits into Jessica's
his freaking shoes,
sneakers. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. He's even bigger than that. It's next level, bro. But yo, having a dog, bro, made me find different. And I rap, and I'm like, I heard, it brings out different octaves. And like how cute these dogs are, bro. Like,
he's like, yo, don't catch that on camera.
Yo, I never in a million years would have thought that, you'll be like.
Yo, put that shit into some bars, bro. The next Empire record.
Have a whole album.
Rap about your dog.
Have a whole album dedicated to my dog, son. To my dog. Where my dogs at?
Well, welcome to dog daddyhood. It's a good move. It's crazy. I was thinking old school, new vibe. A perfect example of that is Cobra Kai. It's a perfect merger of the old school 80s movies with the new generation of kids. And seeing it come together is bananas, bro.
We should invite them on the show. Yo, you know what's crazy? That in the latest season,
I'm gonna holler at Ralph Macchio.
Yo, they even bring back that chick and that booty for. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Like,
are you up to speed on it, Logan?
I'm not up to speed. No, I did catch up on the Mandalorian, so we can get into that in a bit.
Oh yeah. We'll get into the Mandalorian, but it's just so ill how these guys that had a hit movie in the 80s, and it could have been whack, but they had this idea about how can we put it out in today's generation, and they did it perfectly, bro. It's the show could be cheesy, it could be campy, but it has heart.
But it's good. It has heart. It's like,
do you think it stands alone to someone who doesn't know about like the original Karate Kid, and
it's better,
or is it something that's like a nostalgia factor? Or
what's funny? I think
both.
But
the
it may be more.
Helps.
It does help a lot. It helps out because it immediately helps you reconnect to your childhood. So now it becomes more emotional and it tugs at different heartstrings. And that's what allows you to look past a lot of the cheesiness, because like you said, it's family.
But that's how the movies were. But I think that's what we love about it. Like,
but nowadays, shit is so raw. Like they'll consider that shit gay. Like, nah,
Yo, but it's a high school kid drama. Like, I would never watch some shit like that. But because it's Karate Kid, and it
resonates with our age group more. It's like it has a wider audience, but it is dope, man.
And I think it resonates with the younger generation too, because these kids are in high school, and the beef is between the kids.
Yeah.
The beef is between the kids. It's not even between Johnny and Daniel anymore. It's between the kids. They're the ones having these huge fucking brawls, bro.
And
shit is crazy.
You saw how like they founded that new Miyagi hidden style.
He went to Japan and got. We getting into spoilers. We're getting into spoilers. Listen,
me, I'm the spoiler king. I'm bring up that fucking.
Yo, Netflix, cut that check. We just promoted you. You know what I'm saying? This shit is gonna get 20 views. Make sure to check Cobra Kai.
20 more people watching.
Let me give you a quick 2 minutes about this Transformer shit, bro.
I gotta check that.
Yeah, but don't spoil it because I haven't seen it. Again, old school, new vibe. Yo, we got this whole shit
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Transformers came back hard with this shit, bro. Pause. Because
I gotta see it. So this is a continuation of the one that started in Cybertron?
I love it. Super mature content, like just dialogue. It's kid, but you know, the dialogue and the conversation is it's more intellectual, is deeper stories. And you see how the graphics, bro, they're worn out. This is like after the wars, on top of the wars, and
you see their battle scars.
Yes, on next level. But so many more Autobots are in this. Crazy shit happens.
Doing
like
some justice this time around.
Yo, I can't.
See, Jetfire is rocking the Autobot.
All right, put like this. I'll tell you who's even. This is how ill they go. The Quintessence. Remember that?
Quintessons, yeah.
They're in that shit, bro. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, they took it to Mars, but it's only 6 episodes, bro. I got it
sweet, bro.
Just when I got hype, I was like, oh, and then a fucking cliffhanger, bro.
Have you guys checked in that new X-Men series that looks like anime?
I saw that.
It's not new.
New to Netflix.
New to Netflix, yeah. I do. Art's been telling me to watch it, bro. It's so much shit to watch, bro.
Yeah,
I can't keep up.
I know Wolverine has
his own one too, right?
Has his own shit too. Yeah. And it's kind of anime as well. And it goes off. It blew up
recently.
Yeah, it focuses a lot more.
There's so much. I want to because there's a lot of new movies coming out in 2021. I mean, because of the pandemic, 2020, a lot of shit got shifted, right? Bro, this year is going to have the most amount of.
Quick sidebar. Speaking of 2020 pandemic and movie, did you see the movie that decides to make that's coming out later this year? I forgot the name of it, but it's about like the pandemic and it's about people being quarantined and like people coming up into your house trying to. It's like a crazy trailer for it, but it's like the timing couldn't be any.
I wonder when they filmed it.
Right? It's almost like, man,
is it like a full scale Hollywood production or is it like one of those indie movies?
I'm gonna look up the movie right now.
But yeah, I want to get into that, but we should definitely get into The Mandalorian if you guys want.
Yeah, man. I know you're a Star Wars aficionado, so you gotta let me know about that ending.
Yo, I'm surprised you didn't have your Star Wars hoodie on.
You see that?
That means
that's OG right there.
That's the original.
Right now they're gonna go into just the Mandalorians, bro. It's gonna be the whole crew. Now he's the leader of that shit. He's the leader of that shit. And I heard Grogu ain't coming back to like fucking probably next season. He probably won't even be in this season. The next season.
The next season this is season 2, right?
3. Yeah, it'll be 3.
Next really season will be season. Yeah.
The name of the movie is called Songbird trailer. Songbird.
Songbird?
And, you guys should. I mean, if we don't get
I heard about
for
that
copyrights, you guys should definitely try to.
I'm gonna check out the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out the trailer. Let's check it out. On this would be better in person, but fuck it. There's so many.
Let me see if I can share screen. Actually,
when is it coming out? We'll definitely get flagged for this shit. You know what I mean?
No. Watch them all.
We might have to cut it short.
Yo, my what just happened? Oh, okay, you bring something up?
That's me with the Cobra Kai Eagle Fang shirt.
Yo, watch your mouth. I thought my phone just wilded out because I'm like, yo, my screen just
don't get a hack.
I don't know how this screen shit is gonna work with the video.
COVID-23.
I can't hear it.
Just more fear, bro. Look at this shit. That shit didn't happen, thank God.
That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, that shit said COVID-23, so I don't know, man.
There's 3 more boards.
You can't hear it though. I want to see.
4 more boards. I mean, my math is off.
You got to show them proof of your vaccination.
Bro, I'm getting the hookup right now.
Michael Bay?
Oh, shit. That's the Transformer. Well, he got mad shit, but...
You know they trying to make money off of this shit.
Of course, bro.
Makes sense.
Purge?
The Purge, yeah.
Yo, when you go back and you look at Purge, bro, oh my
there's a new,
that shit drops jewels, bro. I was watching
There's a new Purge
people.
coming out. There's a new Purge coming out.
Yeah, but you get the premise.
Yeah. So is there little birds singing songs? How do we go back to regular view? Let me see.
We back, my G.
Nah, this shit is on. Let me see.
Word up.
All good?
Yo, wait, y'all got any winter plans, bro? I'm about to hit the Yo, actually, you could edit this out or whatever, or don't. But I'm going snow tubing Saturday, Gabar. Let me know if you want to go through.
Where at?
I think Long Island or whatever.
Poconos.
I gotta get over that snowboarding sphere.
Oh damn! So that shit hit trauma, right?
Gotta conquer it one day eventually, even out the shoulder. Thank you guys for rejoining with us. Second remote episode, first one for the year. New year, we have a lot of plans coming in. Gonna have some t-shirts coming out your way too, so please be on the lookout. Link in the bio for all of our platforms. We have Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Look at our YouTube videos. Please like and subscribe. Give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, everything, you name it. That's all in the link. Please. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your views. Please DM us if you guys have any questions. If you guys have any ideas you want to see for future episodes, you guys want to host something or potentially be in an episode or some type of content related stuff with us, we're open for ideas and collaborations, guys. New year, let's get to it. Let's get to the bag. Let's get to this content creating. Let's get to, newer levels. On that note, guys, Logan M NYC. Peace out.
Boy Team NYC, and on behalf of ARC, we out, y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe.
Peace.